Chelsea could still end up playing in the Europa League next season despite qualifying for the Champions League. Now, the chances of this are very, very, very slim, but not impossible. Chelsea winning the Conference League was an automatic qualification for the Europa League. Meanwhile, finishing fourth in the Prem enabled them to qualify for the Champions League. And despite Chelsea having a squad that is big enough and probably good enough to play in both, they can only play in one European competition next season. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking, well, surely by default they'll be in the Champions League because that's the better competition, but that isn't strictly the case, and it's all because of one small but significant rule that UEFA have in place. And that is that a team in Chelsea's position who have qualified for more than one European competition get to choose which one they participate in. Sounds absurd, but this rule was designed more so with the lesser clubs in mind, because on the off chance that a lesser club from a lesser country were to win the Conference League and their respective National League, it's not a given that they would get through to the UCL proper. They've got to go through loads of qualifying rounds, and they'll have to weigh up the likelihood that they can actually do that. The risk might not be worth it. Even though everybody wants to play in the Champions League, it might be easier and more guaranteed European football to take the Europa League option. But for Chelsea, no problem. The financial gains of the Champions League are hard enough alone to turn down. A reminder that Slavan Bratislava lost all 8 of their Champions League games, and they still earned nearly the same amount of money as Chelsea did for winning the Conference League. The UEFA Champions League money is just different gravy. But you know, if Chelsea fancy an easier cup run route to try and win another trophy, then hey, the offer is there. And that's why